What is up, everyone? Bear with me 1 second. We are just going to let people get into the stream here. This is a very impromptu live stream. So thank you guys for being here on Sunday night or whenever it is that you are watching this. So I do appreciate you. In tonight's live stream, we are going to be going over the Bitcoin weekly close. We'll be looking at all of your favorite cryptocurrencies, things like that. So bear with me 1 second while we let people trickle in. All right, I am posting to Twitter right now. Bear with me 1 second, folks. And we will get into the TA once we get a little bit more people here. All right. I've been at the lake house all day today and really was an enjoyable time. The thing I like most about it, being up at the lake, is that it's very quiet. Uh, Not so much the case in the summertime because everybody has kind of flocked in to boat and do all that stuff. But I just dropped that tweet. I see we got about 8 people in the feed. Thanks, guys, for being here. I will get this thing started in just a moment. I have not been active much on YouTube lately, so I do apologize for that. There's just kind of been a little bit of a crossroads, so to speak, with YouTube. Um, it's been a really great um, last few months, last year with you guys, doing TA and stuff like that. But I just took kind of the last 2 or 3 weeks off just to kind of recharge. Uh, it's a good time to. The market's down. Let's see here. All right, guys, I see the comments. How effed are we, Six Fig? Well, we'll get into that in just a second. Like I said, I haven't really been keeping an eye on the price tag for Bitcoin here at all. Very, very much the last couple of weeks. I've just been so busy. I've had a lot of like crazy important things happen in my life. But let's just look at this here. What is this? I read about you thinking of retiring from YouTube TAs. Please don't. Yeah. So, part of me is really thinking about it. The other part of me doesn't want to. I really enjoy doing it. And this is the other way I'm trying to kind of rebrand this channel. I guess not rebrand it, but trying to think of a new strategy where videos last longer than like a day or two. Let's face it, TA videos become irrelevant very quickly. Even though you put a lot of work into them, they become irrelevant just because of the price action, things like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I want to have videos on this channel or more of them that stand that test of time, that can provide, uh, you know, viewership, months and months down the line versus like within the last week. So, we'll see what happens here. I've had some kind of a pretty cool opportunities happen the last few weeks, few months. It's If I had more time, I wouldn't even be thinking of that. So, do I think a crypto winter is around the corner? Well, let's talk about that in just a second. What's up, Jesse? Thanks for tuning in. Thoughts on CKB? Yeah, man. We'll get into CKB here. So I think at this point, we got 11 people in on the stream. I do apologize, like if my hair is all messed up. Um, I've been like having winter hats on and off all day, kind of hiking around the lake, messing around outside, sitting in my gazebo, stuff like that. So we got crypto air porn in here. Let me know, Airborne, if you would like to come on the stream. I'd love to have you and catch up. I just tried to call you, but I know you've been busy too. So let's get at the TA. I suppose I need to share my screen. So here we go. This is Bitcoin right now, folks. Bitcoin at this point in time, I don't want you guys to be freaking out about Bitcoin. So here's the deal with Bitcoin. We are trading in this channel. You might be able to argue the fact that there's double tops, triple tops, even possibly quadruple tops in this mix. But you could also argue on the same scale that there could be quadruple bottoms. So, with that said, I do believe that Bitcoin and the market is trading within a channel right now. And I do think that we may be seeing a very similar price action structure form out like we did last May, June, July-ish, somewhere in there. And we got that second wind in our sales to carry us all the way up to what, 69,000. 69,000. Okay, so it looks like Crypto Air Porn wants to come in on the video. All right, so let's get him in here. It's always good to have, a few people within a video just to kind of keep some flow and mojo going. And bear with me 1 second here, folks. I am going to get Crypto Air Porn in here, of course. Just love mispronouncing his name on accident. I see we got Norris in here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you here. Big shout out to Chris Wasright, Ryan. Thanks, guys, for being here. Let's see here. Joshua, thanks for swinging by, buddy. All right, so we are waiting for the arrival of Crypto Air Porn. But you know what? We can see that price action with Bitcoin really did try to move through this Ichimoku cloud. We're looking at the daily chart. I thought that at this point, we were, mid-February, we were so close to really breaking through this Ichimoku cloud. We got Airborne in the house right now. I'll bring him on in just a second. I'm going to make him wait. But I did think that we would have a good solid chance at really breaking through this Ichimoku cloud here to really get us maybe some sort of ascending triangle or something like that. When I'm looking at this market right now with Bitcoin on this daily chart, I'm not going to be too surprised if we see this thing wander down to 35,000-ish, somewhere in there. I'm not going to be too surprised if that does happen. But the other thing that we have going for us, and this is something that I really like, is the fact that usually when we start to see this 50 moving average start to kind of curve like this, usually we will see the price come skyrocketing up like a great white shark, like feeding on some surface prey. So looks like Crypto Airborne, I was just going to bring him in, but he's gone now. Looks like he must have went to go get a beer or something. So I'm going to throw on my headphones here. So I'm hoping that this scenario plays out because at this point, I'm thinking if it does, we could possibly see Bitcoin maybe retest somewhere around this 46.5 to 50K level, 49,000. This is my price target for Bitcoin should this scenario play out. Otherwise, I do think that there's a chance that we see this $35,000 level. I really, like I said, I haven't been paying too close of attention to the crypto markets. The last couple of weeks, I've been heavily involved trading stocks and options, things like that. So that is where most of my time has been see. We got here's Airborne here. Let's add you to the stream. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Doing good. We got a good, healthy crowd in the house tonight.
Nice.
So what have you been up to? Is your family still in town or did they fly back?
Yeah, family's still in town. We're just hanging out. Got my sister here. Caroline, remember
Bring
Caroline?
her on the live stream.
On the live stream.
What's up, Caroline? Been a while since I've seen you. But yeah, that's cool, man. Well, we'll just kind of make this short and sweet. I just wanted to do a live stream, update on the crypto markets and stuff like that. Looks like we got Marcos in the house. But yeah, it really is a pivotal point. Let's look at this weekly chart as well. I really want to see what we're doing. When we look at this stuff on like a weekly time frame, we can see that this week printed a pretty bearish candle. It's not really a super mega full-bodied bearish candle, but you can see that there was a pivot point here, and now we have this bearish candle here. So depending on the rest of the week, we'll just have to wait and see what this really does. This could get bigger, it could get smaller. By the end of the week, we should know. So with that said, this is really one of these things where you could just see that there is this massive potential for some sort of head and shoulders pattern to possibly even play out. If we end up coming, let's just say we rebound here. The thing I'm looking for is if price stalls out like around the 60,000 level. And I was kind of warning about this potential of this head and shoulders pattern occurring back in November. So it just is what it is. I do think that at this point, it's not off the table. But like I said, if we break this $35,000 level, that's where I'm going to start to really kind of get worried, because back last April, we took nearly a 55% retracement, and then we went on to make all-time highs. Well, we've already made that crazy retracement, and hopefully we are back on track to making some more all-time highs. So let's just look at some favorite cryptos. You got anything in here? Airborne, your mic is on mute, buddy.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking to my sister. She just got back from Poland.
Oh, nice.
Caroline, yeah. Because I was like, what is like the feel for cryptocurrency in Poland or Europe? Like, what's the general feel about cryptocurrency? Like, is it bullish over there or what? Do you know anything about that?
Do I know anything about it?
Yeah, like what are your thoughts on crypto in Europe?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Caroline, what's crypto doing in Europe?
Here, Caroline.
I mean,
sit down. She's a public affairs.
I didn't really have time to.
You're on the air with 250,000 people live.
Be careful, yeah. Just
I didn't really have much time
to
look into the crypto environment in Europe, but
Nice.
There was a lot of advertisements for Bitcoin all over the city. I was in the third largest city in Poland, and I know that almost 1 million people own cryptocurrency in Poland.
That's crazy.
That's the only fact I know. But I know it's more widely used than people think it is, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100% there. So are you holding cryptocurrency?
Just a little bit.
Okay, nice. Just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, now that I'm home on leave, I'm watching your videos and watching Dan's videos and learning up on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you just have to be careful with Crypto Airborne there. He's got that rash cream on lockdown.
Oh my god.
I just watched that with him.
Yeah, the
like an hour
video
ago
that you did.
Oh yeah. That was a real life ad that I just sniped from the internet somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do a great job on those videos.
Oh yeah, thank you.
What do you use to make those?
Yeah.
So I use Photoshop and Premiere Pro.
Okay.
Now I am starting to use a new.
That's game changing.
Yeah, it's Adobe. What is it? Character Animator. So I just started using that and messing around with that, but that's a whole nother beast, and it's crazy. But yeah, no, it's definitely a lot of fun to make those videos. I'm hoping that this new character animator could possibly reduce the amount of time that it takes to create those. But whatever. So this is what I'm hoping Bitcoin is going to do, is to possibly create some sort of symmetrical triangle, something like this. I'd love to see some sort of inverse head and shoulders play out. And of course, everybody wants these new all-time highs. It's almost April. So we've been really waiting quite some time to start this new uptrend. So I hope we get it. If anybody has any cryptos in the chats or comment section, just let me know. We'll just do some quick TA on them. Let's just look at CKB. Man, this is something that I was thinking we might get the bounce off this lower trend line here. Might have this cup and handle form. Not the case. Simply not the case. So you can see that I do think we will get some sort of A, B, C, D, E corrective wave that will happen with this. Not the most ideal of situations, but I could see this thing wandering down to the penny level. And I do think, I mean, damn, guys, this could even wander down to 0.008-ish, somewhere in there. At this point in time, I'm thinking like this thing's either going to create some crazy descending triangle or, wander down to this 0.011-ish level, somewhere in there. We've got some nice support around there. So 0.011-ish would be nice. Back up, 0.008. That might be a decent spot to load the bags. And there is always the chance that we could go lower than this. And if we did, it might not necessarily be the worst thing in the world, because then there might be a potential for some sort of crazy inverse head and shoulders or something like that. Marco says that at 0.008,
get
he's
Marcos
getting
to
a
join
million.
tonight.
You able to join, Marcos? Let me know in the comments section or text me. So I did buy a little bit more CKB tonight just because I happened to go through it was like my KuCoin account or something like that. Okay. And I had like a bunch of cash in there that I forgot about. So I'm like, you know what, F it. I'm just going to buy some CKB at these prices. Why not?
Yep.
So, with that said, let's just take a quick peek on the weekly. Looks like we got some,
Who's in the comments?
Let's see here.
We got Strika. Strika's in the comments. What's up, man?
Strika. What's up, buddy? Good to see you here, buddy. So yeah, man. I mean, if we get that descending triangle, fine and good. But we also might just see this thing wander down to these penny support levels. If that does happen, it might just kind of extend our little bull pennant out a little bit further. But I do think that the tides are shifting. There's been a lot of criticism on crypto. We'll just have to wait and see. What happens if Bitcoin goes down to 25,000 here in the next few months. I mean, is there a crypto winter coming? I don't think. I think we've kind of been in a little mini crypto winter basically since the end of November, to be honest with you.
Definitely. Yeah, we definitely have
for
been
sure.
in that. Yeah, and the whole market is waiting on the executive order from Biden this coming week, in my opinion. So that's a whole nother fundamental thing right now. And you could look at it in two ways. There's the bullish side and there's the bearish side. So it's like the bullish side is, hey, they're actually going to acknowledge crypto regulations within the United States, and they're gonna set some. They're gonna like say, hey, what is crypto fundamentals in the United States? They're gonna say what the rules and regulations are, and then crypto could potentially blow up, in my opinion. Or they could go the same route that Canada has been going, which I don't think, because I think I don't want to get into politics and whatnot, but like Canada was kind of like a, test to what's going to happen type of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I think with this executive order, whenever it happens this week, personally, my opinion, not financial advice, I think I'm going to be in the bullish side of things. I hate being bullish, but I mean, I could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong. You know what I mean? Like he could be like, oh, we're gonna, tax crypto at this and blah, blah, blah. But we need the regulation to grow crypto, in my opinion, within the United States. And we're going to hopefully lead the way. So that's, I think, the biggest thing for this week within the cryptocurrency space. I definitely think that we're waiting on this executive order from Biden.
Yeah, as painful as it's, as painful as it is to say what you just said, like regulation needs to happen, blah, blah, blah. Like, if it gets, I'm okay with it as long as it furthers the agenda of cryptocurrency.
100%.
But if they start regulating things to death where we can't use it, and I'm glad you brought up the whole Canada thing.
Americans will be left behind.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the Canadian government is telling the banks to freeze bank accounts that have transactions from crypto exchanges like Coinbase and stuff like that. And Coinbase and these centralized banks are absolutely complying 100%. And so basically the government is locking up your money.
Terrible.
Without really, I get the reason behind it, but they are basically strong arming their way into your life, telling you how you can and can't spend your money. That's a little bit socialist to me. It reminds me of China.
And this is the whole crypto sphere in general. Like I hate talking about politics and shit, but like,
it's important to talk about.
Yeah, but this is a part of like cryptocurrency, and like I want to be my own bank. I want to be in control of my own money and whatnot. So it's like it gets a little tyrannist when you think about it. So I think like with Canada, and then like all of a sudden like Biden says he does this. So I'm just curious to see like what exactly happens like this coming week, whatnot. So
yeah, he's gonna lose a lot of voters, I think, if he tries to lay the law down on it. I think, if he tries to really crack down on it hard, where it's negatively impacting the industry, he's kind of broken. It's just kind of an unwritten rule of life is, you don't mess with other people's money, or anything like that. And so, with that said, by doing so, he's going to be impacting livelihoods.
100%, dude. So here's a great example. What I think about this from the American perspective. So it's like, so if you have a lot of money on, I guess it depends on your brokerage or in the exchange that you guys have money on. But say like, hey, I got a ton of money on Voyager. I'm into cryptocurrency. But I leave the most limited amount of money, cryptocurrency, on my fiat centralized account. So like it depends on your bank. So if you have a centralized exchange, think of like USAA, Ali Bank, Chase, whatever. And I'm into crypto like me, and say I'm on Voyager and I have a ton of money on Voyager, and I don't want to like cash out per se, but I just cash out just enough to pay my expenses, month per month, whatever. So this is the same thing that happened in Canada. That potentially could happen here in the United States. Biden could do it. So say Biden were to put an executive order on the centralized banks that, hey, if I have money on Voyager or whatever, United States Bank, and I want to cash out my crypto and put it into a bank to pay my bills or my expenses, that's basically what just happened in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to happen. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, I'm going to cash out $5,000 on Voyager and put it into my USAA bank or Ally. But then if Biden puts that executive order in to, ban it, you can't, where they recognize that a transaction or whatever happens, it's crazy. It gets crazy. It's like you recognize a transaction from Voyager, BlockFi, whatever it is, Celsius. They could do that for centralized.
Yeah.
That's why
It's gonna get crazy.
That's why the centralized finance comes into play.
Could get crazy.
And they can't control that really, and they get scared, and that's what's happening right now. But I'm not even getting into that.
Yep. It's gonna get interesting here. So
100%.
The one thing that leaves me optimistic about the situation is they've got advisors. They're gonna say, "Hey, you're gonna lose a ton of votes if you go this route." Blah blah blah.
Yep.
He may or may not care, depending on if he's going for re-election. I couldn't imagine that he is, but there's a possibility that he might stick in for another 4 years. Let's see, who wouldn't want to be the president of the United States for another 4 years? Like, regardless of what party you like, I think, when you ask people that question, yeah, hell yeah, I'm going to be the president for the next 4 years. That would be their response universally.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be interesting.
So yeah, this next week is going to be crazy. There's so much fear going on right now. So I'm hodling. I'm paying attention to the market. So I don't know.
I've been doing the same. Really my long-term plan for crypto
is bullish.
Isn't within the next few months. It's probably out a decade. Is my plan for crypto. It is what it is. So let's just look at a few of these cryptocurrencies here. Excuse me, I am going to go back up through the comment section. So thank you guys. Looks like
any VGX people in the house, because I thank you for having me on Six Fig. I have not been live or did any videos because I got my family in town the last couple days. So I figured I'd jump on here and just hang out for a little bit. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you did. I didn't know if I knew your family was in town and stuff like that, but yeah, no, I'm glad to see you here. Are you doing Oculus or anything later on, or what?
Yeah, I'll do it.
How many Oculus?
Caroline might join us. Yeah,
you guys all have your shit.
Well, no, she left the other one back at or at my mom's or dad's, our parents' house. But no, we played it the other day. But she's getting really good at like the what is that game that we played with
golf, or no, is it the
It's some new game that she played with like
Onward.
Yeah, it was Onward. It was something like Onward.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, let's definitely play. Yeah, I'll get her to play.
Yeah. Well, let's or whatever.
But KDA, man.
Yeah, KDA, man. That it's holding its ground. Right now, there is a symmetrical triangle forming. I do think that you'll see KDA really start making a move here this week. I do think that we are seeing this symmetrical triangle squeeze. By February 26th, we'll know for certain which way KDA is going to really start popping. But I reviewed KDA some time ago, and you can see these yellow boxes here. And what I was able to determine here was that this is a bullish Gartley pattern, and that I think KDA might wander down to around this $3.27 or 21-ish cents. So when we start to see these symmetrical triangles and stuff like that really play out off these bearish legs, there's a good indication that we will see this trend continue. Right now, what KDA has going for it is really a nice rally, and it's too bad that it couldn't really hold its ground. We saw a retest, triple tops that failed at this 200 moving average on the daily chart, and then it just came through and absolutely crushed the 200 and the 50 moving average. But then it was not able to really break through this 50 moving average, and you can really see, this is why I love Ichimoku Cloud trading, is because you can see that this price action was really gunning through for this weak spot in this Ichimoku Cloud.
Yeah.
So we have this corrective wave that formed from here on out. Whether we get a retest of the $7.50 level is anybody's guess at this point in time. I do think
it's crazy, dude. That's such a big, strong move.
Dude, yeah.
I just think we're at some crazy moment right now within the whole crypto space.
Yeah, I think crypto winter is.
Have you noticed it within like all the other technical analysis, like all the other coins that you've done analysis on, like with the Ichimoku Cloud, like are they trying to break through a thick cloud now, like, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can take a peek at it. It's certainly gonna it's certainly going to determine on what time frame we're looking at. But let's just kind of stick to the daily charts from here on out and really see if there's any correlation between the cryptocurrencies, because a lot of times there is. These things all kind of move within the same natural flow and rhythm of things. So yeah, KDA, my guess here, folks. I mean, here's the raw truth. You see this 50 moving average barreling towards this 200. Price actions moved underneath this 200. If it continues to stay under this 200, we're going to see a death cross happen, straight up. So I do think that this could be a catalyst to really bring KDA down to this $3.26-ish level. Obviously, there's not a 161.8 on this chart, but it's way down here. But I do think that this $3.21 level for KDA might be a halfway decent buying point for it. I like KDA. I wish I had their miners. I wish I had their freaking miners. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's go on to the next one, folks, and just keep dropping your cryptos in the chat. And
who's in the comments? Is it Elizabeth in the comments tonight?
I haven't seen her. Hopefully she's doing well. Yeah. Looks like Chris had requested Gala.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like Gala.
It's been a popular one. So yeah, I mean, look at this move.
It blew up. Yeah,
8 cents to 78 cents. I mean, you do the math on that. That's crazy. If you would have just dropped like $1,000 or $10,000 on this, like what an amazing gain that would have been.
Yeah.
Right now, what I'm kind of seeing here, though, we could be seeing some sort of a Gartley pattern. So let's really kind of break this down. And we won't spend a whole lot of time on these cryptos. I know Airborne has family in town, and I'm not trying to stay up, all night. I'm tired. But here it is. So with that said, I'm not really comfortable with some of these numbers that are kind of popping up here. But we'll go ahead and just see. Okay. Like I said, I wasn't really comfortable with some of those numbers popping up, and we aren't really seeing the required price action for a bullish Gartley pattern to form here. So we ruled that out right away. I want to just look at this on a weekly chart. Let me know in the comments section, guys, how many of you are holding Gala or have been considering holding it. If we break this thing down on the weekly chart, there is a little bit of a symmetrical triangle that is forming. So it wouldn't surprise me really to see Gala maybe come on down to around this 20-cent level. From there, I want to say if that fails around this 20-cent level, we might get some support around this 15-cent level. And of course, down to around this 8-cent level, maybe another price point to look at.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just think we're like at a crucial week with everything that's going on fundamentally. And it's like all the technicals and all the technical analysis that I've seen throughout like crypto Twitter and YouTube and whatnot. It's like we're all just waiting on what's going to happen with the feds. Like what I say, you know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll just kind of round this off here. I like this swing high to this swing low. I'm comfortable with some of this stuff here. Watch Gala around March 10th. March 10th could be a nice pivotal day for Gala. It is what it is. But I want to do one more thing really quick with this. And I really want to throw up like a fib channel here. Okay. So yeah, I'm really hoping that, if Gala comes back down, maybe we'll retest around this 21-cent level somewhere in there. If you really see this thing break this 21-cent level, start thinking of a plan. Look to see if this thing really breaks lower than the 18-cent level. Have a plan in place. Are you going to dollar cost average? Are you going to get out? Blah, blah, blah. So this is the trend that Gala is in. If we get a nice bump off this lower trend line, we may see this thing rip back up to the 40-cent area, somewhere in there. So
yeah, definitely.
I know Crypto Wendy's all over Gala. She likes that. She's one of the ones that I see talking about this the most.
It's good. I did a couple videos on it, or one or two videos. It's definitely cool. Like it just depends, like moving forward, like how the play to earn games are gonna like succeed going on. We're still so early. It's like, how do you the games are still like beta right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is crazy.
It's like I would love to have like a Grand Theft Auto or like a what's that Far Cry game play to earn would be awesome right now.
Yeah.
Did you get the new the Far Cry game, Far Cry 6?
No,
but
is that what it is? Joe did.
Dude, Joe. That was so fun. We used to play that back in the day.
Dude, that was a great time. Yeah, no, that was fun. Well, the thing with Blocktopia, I don't know much about this. This had a very nice run to the upside, to say the least. Really, this thing is new to TradingView. I'm not sure how old this is, but it's new to TradingView from October. So I don't really have the best, most accurate data for this. I'm trying to really see. This thing looks like this is just on this one-way ticket downwards. I mean, what a rough. I guess this thing's been following the market too.
Yeah.
You know what? When I look at this on the daily chart, what I'm seeing is price action right now pretty far away from this Ichimoku cloud. So I do think that there is a chance that we might see a little bit of a rebound, possibly like this, that happens here fairly soon, simply because of the, when we start to see price action drift this far out from the cloud, that's usually a good indication that we'll see it kind of get sucked back into the cloud. Whether it's, it holds or not, that's anybody else's guess. I want to look at this thing on the weekly chart too. So bear with me. Damn. This thing has just popped and dropped. All right, let's look at this. Here we go. I mean, damn, on the weekly chart, yeah, this thing's looking pretty raunchy. It's really crushed through this 786. There just really isn't any end in sight here, unfortunately. And I don't know if this wick is accurate or not. It's just, this is a tough one. When we don't have this solid history, it's tough. So if I had to guess, I would say that this thing might be gearing up for some sideways or maybe a move like this. I would say that this thing's getting ready to sideways trade. This is a tough one. So I wish I could provide more of a technical analysis for you on this one. Let's see, AXS. Let's look at this one. What do you know about AXS? Airborne, crypto airborne.
Trying to read the comments.
Oh yeah.
Felix, what's up, Felix? Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one was from Strike.
Strike.
Nice. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Ask. Yeah. I was trying to respond to you on that.
Let's see here. Sorry guys, I haven't been. I've been in a different part of the comments section here.
Yeah, I'm trying to like distinguish it.
So yeah, AXS. This is what our good friend Strika wanted to look into, and really, I must have reviewed this one before, and you can see that I had circled this 786. So this could very well be on its way down towards this $35-ish level. Just by looking at where we're at now, after a failed retest of the 61.8, which is a very powerful Fibonacci retracement and extension. It wouldn't surprise me to see this really kind of drift down to at least this $44, $45 level. If that fails, $35 might be an interesting position for AXS. I don't know much about this project. Do you, Airborne?
Is this Axie Infinity? I'm
Okay.
guessing AXS. Yeah. AXS. I'm pretty sure it's AXS.
Yeah, it very well could be. I don't know too much about it. I've heard of it. I just
Axie Infinity. Yeah, it's a gaming platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so on this weekly chart, I mean, you can really kind of see where this corrective wave might possibly take us down to that 35-ish dollar level, and that would be a comfortable point for me, at least, as far as price action in relation to this Ichimoku cloud, where we might see this thing bounce back. So I'd watch that $50, $49 level, $47 level. If we crush through that, $35.93 is where I would be kind of looking for.
Yeah,
let's look at this.
You definitely got to watch for the gaming tokens during like the downtimes and whatnot, like Sand, like Mana, and like Axie Infinity. A lot of them, because they usually dump those tokens, in my opinion. And then they'll invest in it. It all just depends, you know what I mean? But yeah.
So come Rocket, we're gonna look at this one.
No way.
Somebody wanted it. Yeah, hell yeah, we'll look at this. I'm not seeing anything. So
Cummies? I think it's Cummies.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Only you would know. So let's look at the Govee, and then we are going to cap this in about 6 minutes. So Govee, okay. So this is interesting.
I heard of
here.
It.
All right, I have not heard of this either. But this did make an interesting bounce off this, right off this 127-ish area. This thing is still way oversold, in my opinion. Let's look at this thing on a daily chart. I know nothing about this, but we could possibly be seeing some sort of Wyckoff pattern developing here. It's tough to say. This could be kind of earlier on, but like I was kind of saying earlier, I think it was with Bitcoin, and once we start to see this 50 moving average kind of curve, we'll oftentimes see price action really rocket to the upside. So we might be seeing a little bit of Elliott wave theory to the upside here with current market conditions, and the fact that this thing just bounced off the 200. I would say that we will see Govy come down and retest this 50 moving average. So look for right around this $1.13-ish cent level. And I say if it fails that, look for the 94-cent level. And I really do think that this thing is going to play within this $2 range to the 94-cent range. If we get this bounce off the 50, it may come back up for a retest around this $1.88, $1.85 level. But if it fails the 50, look for 94 cents. Just my quick opinion on that. Let's look at some of the other TA. So VeChain. VeChain is one of my favorites, even though I really don't hold a whole lot of it.
VeChain doing things though. I held some. It's a very interesting project, guys.
Yeah.
It's like a long-term hold, in my opinion. It's
decent. I like it. I like how it really does aim to solve real world problems.
Yeah, the logistics
for sure. Yeah, exactly. Counterfeiting, all that stuff. That's such a huge thing.
You want to track your meal, or you want to track, I don't know. It gets really deep within where it comes from and whatnot. But if you want to track where the initial, you buy your meat and then it comes to your table, you can track everywhere that piece of meat comes from, type of thing.
Yeah.
If that makes
insane.
Sense. That's
really
what VeChain is trying to solve. It's you know what I mean?
It's insane. It's so crazy. So yeah, here's VeChain. You can see that there's a clear trend line to the downside. We know this because we can chart this out. But I do think that there is some sort of ABCDE corrective wave that is in play. And I do think that we may see this thing kind of come down to around this 0.36-ish level if it falls any lower than this 0.044-ish level. So watch this around 0.044-ish level. At that point in time, folks, if we can get a double bottom off that level, we might see a very nice creative bounce to the upside. That could happen, because at this point, this thing is very close to really pulling off a full-blown consolidation, and there might even be some sort of Wyckoff pattern.
It's been pretty stagnant for years, I feel like, right?
Well, I mean, this thing had a nice come up, man, 0.0014 all the way up to 28 cents.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude, that thing made some millionaires for sure. That's crazy.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yep. So and when we start to look at Elliott wave theory and then corrective waves, a lot of times we will see these corrective waves operate, within corrective waves. So what do I mean by this? We'll see patterns within patterns, something like this. So I do think that right now, keep your eyes on that 0.044 cent level. We want that double bottom. We want that hard confirmation of support at those levels. And we're going to want to see a bounce. And to be honest, if we do get down to these levels, you can tell that price action is going to be pretty far from this Ichimoku cloud. So that might really be the point in time where we see price at least come up and retest this 50 moving average. And if it hops on top of this 50 moving average and we start to see this thing kind of curve like this, we're going to see a massive price spike up to around the 10-cent level, possibly. Kind of like what we saw right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very similar situation that we're in right here, where price, you can see this 50. Once this thing starts curving towards this, or once we start to see price kind of react like this, and then it starts curving upwards, I mean, folks, that's when this crypto takes off. So, yeah, I think that it's looking good.
Goes around Bitcoin too. You still gotta
yeah.
Unless
it does.
An outlier. There's lots of outliers that goes within the crypto community. So it's like, I feel like you keep doing TA, everything's about to break out. At least I think it is, or some people think it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think the market, for the most part, kind of moves.
We've been oversold a lot right now.
Everything. For sure. Since November.
Yeah.
Since November, really. And I do think that, a lot of these coins and stuff, they all just kind of move on the same natural rhythm. And this has just been like one of my thoughts about like the crypto market and stuff like that is, everybody looks to Bitcoin as it's the leader, which it is. But I think like all this stuff is just kind of on the same natural rhythm.
Yep.
Man, you're killing me here. I know. Sippin' Solo's asking, any chance of using those dark blue black backgrounds on the charts? I tried to do that, guys.
I told you, dude, it's easy.
Dude, I know. It's easy, but like it messes with my psyche so much that I'm so used to like these white backgrounded charts.
You're racist.
No. It is what it is, dude.
No, dude, all you have to do is go up here.
I know, but I know exactly how to do it. I had it in
dark mode, man.
Yeah, I had it in dark mode. I just simply cannot. I can't stand it. It just messes with me when I'm doing TA. I don't know. It's just something about it that just messes with me. I can maybe revisit that in the future, but it just really messes with me hardcore. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just for me. I just whatever. We're looking at Fuse token. Crypto Airborne has his life savings riding on this right now. So I don't know anything about this. Crypto Airborne. Huh?
Fuse token? I'll look it up. I'll give you a quick brief about it.
Give us
Fuse. It's called Fuse, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's number 45 on the charts, at least on CoinGecko. It's down about 3.9% the last 24 hours. It's holding the 46% or 46 cents mark right now. Market cap is about 71 million. 24-hour trading volume.
71 million?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Is the market cap. So it's a low cap gem, or just whoever is talking about this. But 24-hour trading volume is about $500,000. Circulating supply 155 million. Total supply is 330 million.
Interesting. 330 million. Okay. I get that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal with Fuse, man. Right now on the daily, this price action is way far away from this Ichimoku cloud. We've got some really full body candles on the daily. Let's really look at this on the 12-hour chart as well. 12-hour chart is kind of telling us the same exact story. The price is, in my opinion, fairly far away from this Ichimoku cloud. So it is what it is. I do think that there is a chance that we may see this. Damn, this thing just broke this support level here. I think there's a chance at this point that we may, in fact, see this 37-cent level before this thing really turns around, quite possibly.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, this is another one of those charts where we don't have a lot of data, and I don't know if it's because it's a newer coin, but it's just, you know, trading view, etc. It just is what it is. So this thing, you know, on a grand scale, has broke the 786 a long time ago. I shouldn't say that, 10 days ago. Never a good sign to see this type
Just
of
be wary of
behavior.
your guys' investments, man. Like it's definitely a red flag.
Yep.
Kind of. I don't know. No. It's so new. Like I don't know. I have no idea. This is where fundamentals and technical analysis come in hand for hand type of thing.
Yeah.
Like I would love to know the fundamentals. What's the tokenomics? What's the token supply?
Yeah.
Like, can you come in here and tell me about all this? Like, there's so much shit that like I would invest into this project if I would know about all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yep. Bitcoin Renegade, glad to see you here, brother. I'm having Bitcoin Renegade on my channel this Thursday. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have him do the outro too, because he does like this crazy ass outro. It's just awesome.
Oh, looking forward to it, dude.
Yeah, you should join us if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met Bitcoin Renegade when I was on Crypto Wendy's channel several weeks ago, or a month ago, or whenever that was. But you know, you can see that Fuse has broken down. This was a killer ASMR falling wedge, like that. It just completely blew the bottom out of it. If you would have asked me what was going to happen here, I would have really been pushing that this thing was gearing up for a healthy bounce to the upside. With that, you know, said, the way this thing has broke the lower trend line of this falling wedge, that's not a good thing to see. So we're not going to spend too much more time on this one. Chris
next
is saying XYO.
Dude, I was into that shit way long ago.
Were you?
Time ago, yeah.
Okay. Here's another example of where TA doesn't cut the doesn't make the cut. We had a fairly decent, probably the last time I was looking at XYO is probably with Chris probably recommended it. You know, we can see that there was this ABCDE correction. It kind of traded sideways, and then it was like, no, we're bouncing. This is really unfortunate to see these falling wedges and stuff like that fail, because this would have been a phenomenal setup to recover. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with XYO. I don't know anything about it other than the fact that it's trading at 2 cents approximately. So really right now, what is going on? It's showing a lot of steady support right around this 0.019-ish level. That is very evident. But, you know, we can almost make the argument that there still is some sort of a trend line here and support right around this 2 cent level. So if we can really hold this level, I'm noticing, let's just look at this thing on the daily. Okay, you know, if we can hold this 2 cent level, 0.019-ish level, I think there's going to be an opportunity for price action to possibly attempt a breakout of this downward spiral. We just need to see price action hold above this 2.5 cent level, in my opinion. So it is what it is. I think XYO, if you see this thing trading lower than 0.018 flat out, you might have some bigger issues at hand. If you see this thing, you know, that's kind of my guess. We'll see this thing trading between that and 0.022. If you see it trading higher than 0.022, I think this thing's going to be golden. But this is another one of those where we just don't have enough data. We don't even have a 200-day moving average here.
Interesting.
So let's just go to the next one. Let's just end it with we're going to end this with VGX. We're going to end it with CKB, and we're going to end this with we are going to end this with Bitcoin again. So let's look at VGX, the ultimate shitcoin. So
don't get me riled up, bro. I'm curious. Hey, any VGX heroes in the crowd right now? Put in the comments. Let's go.
And I'm just trolling by saying that, by the way.
It's all good, dude.
So
but no,
yeah,
VGX, man. Love VGX, man. Fundamentally, it's awesome.
It's solid.
Technical, probably crappy right now.
Yeah, it's very crappy. But I would say this. I do think that there might be.
Look at the cloud, dude. Holy crap!
This thing's been very bearish.
They don't want anyone to come.
Man, this thing is bad news bears for sure. We can see, we've got this ABCDE corrective pattern playing out. There has been a little bit of a stall around this $1.61-ish level, which is a great sign to see, but not exactly what we want to see, right? So, man, I'm hoping that just by looking at this, we might see price. This is somewhat of a falling wedge, but not really the perfect setup that I like to see. If I had to guess, we'll probably see Voyager token come back up to this, $1.81-ish level, maybe bounce back down to this $1.50, $1.60-ish level, somewhere in there. And I'm hoping that we will get some sort of a bounce. At this point, what I'm seeing with Voyager token is the possibility for maybe some sort of inverse head and shoulders, something like this to occur. It's got the setup there.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I know you are.
I don't care, man.
I know you are. And I am too. I've got a small bag of Voyager token. I like it.
I've got a 300x bag of viewer bag.
I know. It's going to be sweet when the day comes. Trust me. I know.
Yep. Anyway, what's next?
So let's see. There's crypto.com. Let's just look at CKB because we're 2-3 minutes over, and I'm gonna end this here. We got stuff going on here. Like I said, with CKB, I think we might be coming down to, if we really break through this 0.0125-ish level, look for this penny level. If it goes sub penny, 0.009 or maybe even a retest of this 0.007 level. I don't think in the meantime we are going to be seeing too much of any crazy reversals soon. It just is what it is at this point. So if I had to make a guess, we just had this death cross on the daily February 13th for CKB. We're kind of double bottoming this pinpoint that we had from January 24th. And really, this 0.012 cent level has been a pretty incredible support level and resistance level in the past. Primarily, just kind of right in here, there was some great support that happened. Right in here, there was some great support that happened. So I'm hoping, we had right here some great support. If we really break through that support, I think it's going to be the penny level again. Probably similar prices that we saw back in July. If this happens, I'm going to be loading up. So with that said, it is what it is. Crypto Airborne is going to sell all his Voyager token. So with let's just give them once over and recap this live stream. It's been
you got some comments that need to be blocked from Russia.
Do I?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Apparently, I'm not a moderator.
What?
Yeah,
well,
I
you
can't.
should be. I wonder if you can't be a
rush.
No, are you looking at the YouTube interface? Or are you on StreamYard?
No, I'm in the StreamYard.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, there's some Russian spammers.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I can't block it like I used to. Am I not your moderator anymore?
No, you are. You are. Just it probably doesn't make that connection through StreamYard. So we're gonna look at Bitcoin.
Okay, got it.
This is Bitcoin once again. Like I said, if Bitcoin fails at current levels, if it fails below 38,000, I think we're going to see this drive down to like the $33,000, $34,000, $35,000 level. We do have this symmetrical triangle that is forming. So if we do get a bounce off these levels somewhere in there, I'd expect it to maybe drive back up to this 43,000-ish level. Now, if we go higher than that, that would be amazing. That would be so amazing, because then we'd have this opportunity on top of the Ichimoku cloud to maybe pull off some sort of bullish pattern. Maybe it'll be some sort of ascending triangle or something like that to really propel us to new all-time highs. So it is what it is. I think that, those are kind of the two scenarios that are going to play out. If this thing trades lower than 34,000, I think we're going to see these $28,000 levels, $29,000 levels like we did last summer long. So it is what it is, right? But I think with that said, we're going to end this live stream because we are over 7 minutes and there's only 17 people watching, but I do appreciate all of you guys watching. Crypto Airborne, thanks again, buddy, for stopping in on the stream. I truly appreciate it. I know you got family from out of town.
They're all sleeping right now.
What?
The mom and the sister. They're all sleeping, man.
A bunch of bums.
Yeah, they are. Well, we had some good times tonight. Well, I took them all around New Jersey, and we just went to the breweries. We went to like all the Italian, farmers market and stuff. So we're good.
Yeah, that sounds.
I figured I'd pop on here because I'm a little rusty. You know what I mean? But
yeah, you know what? I kicked off this live stream earlier on, and I've been burned out. To be honest with you, I've been super duper burned out. Just not with like crypto in general or investing or anything. I've been burned out making videos, like doing 3-4 videos, 2 to 4 videos a day for a solid year. Like,
yeah,
there's only so much you can do before you need to take like a break. I don't know, man.
You need a break.
I'm feeling like I'm ready to get back into it. There's just so much that goes into it, like the news, the videos that you're doing right now, like even this live stream is going to become irrelevant within the next few days.
Yep.
So you dedicate an hour of your time. You dedicate, whatever. I enjoy doing this stuff. So
same here.
It's more of a hobby to me. But when I think about this is what messes with me, is that I could be like dedicating this time to doing other things that could be really I don't want to say more important, because I do value this YouTube channel, the communities that go along with it. There's nothing more important to me than the YouTube channel and the community stuff like that. From a perspective, like I could be doing other things that I have been neglecting, stuff like that.
100%.
Yeah. Like working on my basement and stuff like that. Like, hasn't changed since I got this set put up. There's still other things I got to do. Airborne's got like his Ranger picture on the
I'm
floor.
missing it over here.
Yeah. Well, it's on the floor.
That. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, let's good. Yeah.
You guys want to go on Oculus tonight? Let's go.
Hell no.
Or not. Marcos. Oh, Marcos, what's going on, bro?
He says that a $20,000 Bitcoin is a blessing in disguise. I totally agree with you there.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you there. Well, Marcos, have a great night. I hope everyone in the comments section has a great night. Thank you guys for being here. Once again, thank you, Airborne, for being here. I truly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys all on the next video. I will probably start recreating and making new videos, at least 2 or 3 a day. This weekish, somewhere in there. I got a lot of stuff going on though.
All right, guys.
But we'll see you. Airborne out.